Okay, here we go. We are making our combination pot. So let's go over our materials. I have a plastic bag with my clay. I'm going to need that plastic bag later. I have what's called an orange stick. That's this little wooden guy here. I have my tray, which are on loan from Miss Kip Johnson, so we have to be very careful with them. I have a little cup of water, and I have my paper towel in the event I have any spills. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to sit down too. I'm going to open up my bag of clay, and I'm going to manipulate the clay to warm it up and also to wedge it. So I'm slamming it down, but in a controlled way. This will warm it up. This will get rid of air bubbles. It'll start to make my clay more pliable, like more workable. Okay? Keep at it a little more. All right. Now, we should do this for a while. I'm going to do it a little faster right now because I'm making this video, and I want this to be kind of a preview for you of what we're going to do. All right? Okay. So now, I'm rotating it, and I'm trying to get it into a nice ball shape. I'm going to take my stick here. Ugh. Don't break it. I'm going to use it as a knife. If you were at home, oh no, I broke it. Well, I guess we'll have to be more careful, won't we? It's okay. So now, I'm going to take one of these guys. I'm going to put it aside. I'm going to put it in back in the plastic bag and just put it off to the side. Now this guy here, I'm going to kind of go through that same process, getting it into a ball and loosened up. All right. Getting it into a nice ball. If your clay feels a little dry, you can wet your fingers, get a little bit of moisture in there. Okay. Right then, I'm going to push my thumb into it. And then, slowly, I'm pinching and turning and rotating it. I want my walls to be of uniform thickness and very sturdy. Now, a common mistake that people will have, okay, so here, first of all, I'm wetting my fingers to introduce some moisture to those cracked areas. A common mistake is that people are pressing too hard, and then the pot will open up too much, and then you're just going to have kind of like this tortilla thing. That is not what we want. We want a nice pinch pot, about like a little bigger than a baseball, half that size. So now what I'm doing is checking for thickness. It's looking pretty good. Now what if one part was really thin like that? What could I do? Well, kind of roll it onto itself, kind of pinch it back together. Some good troubleshooting. Or you know, the ultimate fix is you mush it up and you try it again. Okay, so now this feels pretty good. It feels pretty sturdy. What I'd like to do now is turn it over. Well, actually, let's see. I'm going to smooth it out with my thumb. And my pointer. Okay. Still smoothing. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn it over. And it should be able to support its own weight like this. Okay? I'm still doing some smoothing. And then I'm going to go like this. This is very important. First name. Last initial. And then your homeroom number. Okay? And I'm not doing it so deeply that I poked through either. Then I'm going to take my ball of clay from earlier, my other half, and I'm just going to get it into a nice smallish sphere. Turn this guy over, put it in there, because we're going to need that for later. Then I'm going to put the whole operation in my bag so our clay stays moist. Then I'm going to take a container if I brought one. If you didn't, it's okay. If you didn't, then just seal up your bag. But if you have a container too, well, actually, you should always seal up your bag. Okay. It's okay if it gets a little unformed. And then I'm going to put it into my container for safekeeping. If you are home, you're going to bring this in to school the next time you come to school. If you are in school, then you are going to take this home with you. Keep it wrapped up until the next time we have art. Alrighty then, and I'm going to stop this. I'm going to move on to part 2. Good job.